Are you already planning for the 2022-23 school year? Well, if you're not, I am. And let me show you what I'm using. Hey, welcome back to His Love, Her Home, where this mama talks love, learning, and truth when it comes to homeschool and motherhood. So, what am I using to plan? I'm using home learning year by year. This is Rebecca Roop. And it does seem to go along with Common Core. I don't want to say it's exactly Common Core, but when I compare it to what's online for my kids here in New Jersey, it seems to line up. So I just use this. It does line up when it comes to like reading, writing, math. Science and history is kind of taught differently everywhere. It's like, what do you need, or what should you be learning this year? And it varies from place to place. I do like this because it lays it out year by year. It has the arts in it. It has your math, your reading, writing, science, geography, music. This book does cover it. So it has most of the things that you need to teach your kids in it every year. What I do with this book is I go through whatever year my child is going to use. And if you can see, it's kind of, this is what the inside looks like. It just gives you the topic, what they should learn on it. It also recommends a lot of books if you want to learn through books. So I take this and then I have my own planner. Now this is not my initial planner, but this is an extra planner that I make just so I can transfer this into this. I just use dividers, and then each one I put a certain topic. Like this is for my third grader, and I put little check boxes so I know like when he goes through it during the school year that I can kind of check it off. And like I said, this is something personally that I just do for myself. I use Evernote. I just go in and like with history and science, because we do that together, and music and geography, those subjects that we do together, I make a list that says like what their focus is going to be for that year. So even though we're doing that subject, I have certain topics that I want this one and that one to do, and they might be different. So yeah, I just do like what you need to focus on in history this year, which is a big difference because third grade and seventh grade, like my third grader might learn about the American Revolution, but my seventh grader should know a lot more about the American Revolution. So I like to write focus points in here. The other thing that I use this binder for is just to keep pre-printed stuff that I have in here. I already have some stuff for next year, a schedule that once I get it, I'm going to laminate it. And then I have other stuff in here that I'm for next year, all for next year, that I already have printed out. So this is also what I use this binder for, just another add-on to my planner. So what am I using as my planner this year? I know you guys have probably already seen this planner. I decided to go with this planner. I didn't use a planner this year. I just used a notebook. And sorry, my kids are outside playing, but I didn't use a planner this year. I just used a notebook, but I felt like I didn't keep up on it, and I didn't really have a good layout. So my third year going into homeschooling, I'm really trying to have a structure for myself as well as for my children, so everything will run smoother, while yet still trying to create this environment where they love learning versus it just being like, you need to know this. So yeah, my journey from public school to homeschool. What you gonna do? But my planner is called A Simple Plan, and I'm sure that you have seen this. This is by Mardell. It's for the homeschooling family. It holds up to 6 kids in here, and I like that because I want more space to plan for one kid. So I do like that. The first thing you get in this book when you open it is a nice welcome page, and it gives you pages that tells you how to use the planner. This planner belongs to your child's information, and then it gives you sample pages like how to use this in the book, which I love because you're already giving me instructions that I can follow, and so that works for me. The first tab on here is planning. This is where you would plan all of your days, what days you're going to school, what days you're not going to school. And then it has student. This is where they can put their own their student schedule, which for me, I feel like we work good doing the same subject at the same time, so we're probably going to work off of one schedule. If my older ones have some extracurricular activities outside of the home, then their schedule will be a little different than my younger one. And then there's a yearly overview. I love this because I can open up the book that I have, figure out the pages. Even if you want to just say, you know what, the first 6 or 7, 8 or 9 weeks, we're just going to learn about carrots. We're going to learn about carrots. All right. And then the next 9 weeks, we're going to learn about grapes. And then we're going to learn about tomatoes. And just so it's like a layout for you and in the book, and also a place to know, like, if this book has 300 pages, how many pages do I need to cover every week in order to finish this by a certain time? And for me going into next year, I really am trying to have a set time where I want to finish each curriculum. I don't want to have the mindset where, oh, let's just do a page a day, because I feel like this year that was okay, but it could be better. And I'm realizing now, when you get to the end of the school year and it starts to get nice, you're like, ugh, why are we doing all this work when we could be outside? So definitely trying to make it to where we put in some extra pages next year. So by the end of the school year, we are definitely done with most of the stuff that I have planned. So after you have that year overview, and you have a lot for, like I said, it's up to 6 kids. It's a lot of planning. So what I do like about it is that it can hold up to 6 students. And for my 3, I can use 2 sections for both of them, because I tend to have other textbooks or even like supplemental workbooks that I would like to put in, just so I can see, like, okay, let me make sure we're doing this much, so we can accomplish those things as well. So I definitely like the extra space. You also get a future planning page, and I like this because, you know, you see things during the school year and you're like, oh, I would love to incorporate that, but I'm not going to do it now. I like that this is here and that I can just plop it on there, and then at the end of the school year I can go back and look at it. The next thing you have is all of your months. You have all of your school months. This goes from July 2022 all the way to June 2023. You get an overview for every single month, which I love. It even has prayers, supplies, website, reading list, things to accomplish, special activities. One thing I do have in my other binder is sheets for reading lists for each child, field trips, extracurricular activities that I kind of want to include in their portfolio. So I will use them in there and then just move them to their portfolio. So I have one place to write how much books they read. I have a heavy reader, so his reading list is usually long because he reads everything, and I kind of want to keep track of those. So I keep those in my other binder that you saw earlier. For each month, you also get a monthly layout. And I like this because next year, what I am planning on doing, and I will probably share more about this with you later on, but for us, it's either going to be every 2 or 3 weeks where I am going to plan a fun day, whether it's going to be like a documentary and popcorn type day, or it's going to be a tea day like Charlotte Mason, or it's going to be an outdoor day or a game day, to create a space of, we worked hard, let's have a day of relaxation. So I'm definitely planning on incorporating that into our calendar Not only that, I want to do a field trip every month. I feel like we did not do a lot of that this school year, but next year I am on it. I'm there. And I'm trying to get it all in. So this planner is definitely going to help me do that. The other thing you have is like a weekly layout, and it has your section to write up to what 6 kids did for the day, and some extra notes on the side. All the way in the back, there's an attendance page, and then you turn and there is a curriculum tracker. There is also a grade sheet to help you grade. I feel like I can't pronounce my words today. What is going on? There's suggested memory verses. That is nice. That is nice. You have a reading list in the back, and you also have the ways of salvation, which, hey, let's not leave that out. Let's accept Jesus, right? Yes. The last thing I want to show you is my child's portfolio. This is how I keep all his work. This is my oldest for 8th grade for next year. And what I do is I just have dividers from Target. This is an 8-pack. They actually go from up here all the way down, and I really like that. I printed these out from a bundle that I bought online, and they're just dividers: nature, history, copy work, language arts for their work. And I simply just keep examples of like every topic that they do. So I have something that matches my planner as far as what I'm writing in it. And it's like multiplication. How many sheets of multiplication do you need? Yeah, you could break it down. You could do 3 times tables, 4 times tables, but I try not to keep tons of stuff because I do quizzes and tests. So the majority of their stuff in the binder is their quizzes and tests. Now, if their curriculum is a workbook, sometimes I just keep the whole workbook. Hey, why not? And, you know, it makes less work, but I like to have the main stuff inside their portfolio, like their quizzes and tests and stuff. So if I ever have to pull something out, if somebody's like, oh, I need grades. So I created this stuff early because I did not want to be doing this over the summer. So I have my child's portfolios. I have one for all 3 of them already. And it seems like every year, most of the main stuff I can fit here, and then I just keep some of their books when I have to. So that's their portfolio. Again, my planner, that I keep extra stuff that I feel like the planners usually don't have in there, and my layout of what I want them to learn for the year. Yeah, because sometimes, guess what? Curriculums don't always cover everything. And even when we're looking, we never find the magic pill, so, or the magic book. So at least that's what I feel. But so this is what I'm using to plan and my child's portfolios for next school year. And I'm getting ahead of the game because I really want to enjoy my summer. I hope you enjoyed what I shared with you today. If you have not, please subscribe to this channel. His love, her home. And if you want to, hit that like button and the bell so you do not miss any of my videos that are coming your way. And I will check you out next time. Bye.